Discord's being a little weird, but anyways, week 2, I missed week 1 of CDL. Oh boy, I am very excited, as you can tell. No, I'm just kidding. But yes, week 2 of CDL. I should go post my stream because I have not yet. Yeah, we'll go content creators. Just right in the middle of this. All right, cool. Anyways, should be started here soon. This is week 2 since I missed week 1. I believe both these teams are 2-0. So whoever wants to stay atop the league, there is, I believe, 8 teams this season? Question mark. Yes. 8 teams exactly. So yeah. Whoever wants to take a role atop of the league would get a nice 4-0 right now. Not really beneficial to split 1-1 because actually last week in week 1 everybody 2-0'd. There wasn't a single 1-1. So we have the top 2 teams going at it. Well, potentially top 2 teams. There are 2 other teams that are also 2-0, but this is the matchup that I'm casting. So therefore, the top 2 teams. We need to build up the hype. It's also, what? Are you busy? It's also, it's also a matchup that features Badger, along with Naughty Pizza, Doggo, Soundproof. A lot of big names in this one, actually. Fred being the only name I don't recognize. And then, of course, Johan. Monkey, TWA Monkey, I've talked to a couple times, plays an MD2L. Napkin, I've seen play a couple of times, and I haven't heard of 659 or TBLS, although that looks like a team tag, and I don't know what that is, but TBLS, we'll say, even though that's probably a team, but I need some sort of signifier, so... that works, right? And TWA is actually streaming his perspective. So if you want to like get a double perspective, you can go watch him stream away from the first person perspective of Johan's team. I believe Johan is supports with TWA. Support, I assume? I'm not really sure where he plays, actually. We shall see, though. Are just waiting for the start to come up. Do we need another coin toss? Yeah. Yeah, they actually picked Radiant. Going with second pick. I think I like second pick more than first pick in most situations. I mean, for the longest time, actually. I think it's just better.
5 seconds
And pretty much every single patch, even no matter how they change the draft order as well. They have, I mean, it was quite a while ago at this point, but there's the 3 bans now before the actual first pick. It doesn't really change the strategy of getting second pick. So yeah, anyways, I could say that every single time, but yeah, I still think second pick is prioritized. We do get a Lich and a Puck ban coming out, as well as the AA Slardar ban. PL, I don't think you need to first phase it, because I don't think it's really a first phaseable hero. Not too sure on that one.
Oh, I'm here.
What up?
Oh, God, I have like a headache. I was playing Doom in like darkness for like an hour straight. Did not go well for me.
Wow.
Contrast there did not really work.
Wow, that's painful. That's like self-torture right there.
I mean, it was really fun. I couldn't stop playing for like 3 hours. Anyway, we have the bans. Ah, the PL. This is like the one safe lane hero that can deal with anything. Good ban.
Yeah,
Slardar.
I don't think it's worth the first phase ban though. Like,
Maybe not. Yeah. Well, you got to think. There's 4 bans in the first phase now.
hold up, what is happening? Why are there 4 bans?
They changed that. That's what I'm saying.
What?
That's why it kind of makes sense to ban it in the first phase.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Holy crap, when did they change this? Did I just miss this?
725. Yep.
Okay. I think it's still worth getting second pick. Okay.
Yeah, actually, that's a good point. I wonder how the bans might affect pick order. Maybe you want... I don't know. Actually.
It's kind of weird. We're going more and more towards, like, isn't LOL where you ban like 3 heroes on each team and then everybody gets to pick or something?
It's kind of boring. I kind of like the back and forth of the draft.
It's a little back and forth still. It's just definitely like very big banning phase. It allows teams to like prepare a lot more beforehand, I guess, but
oh, that's true. That's a good argument for
they're
it.
still
Mars,
reacting to bans
cool
too,
hero.
I guess.
Just looking for Snapfire, but that hero's banned. Mars Snapfire, good combo.
Every like first pick hero is gonna get banned now. There's 8 bans to get rid of like all the heroes that you just first pick. So I don't think any of those big heroes are ever gonna get through.
Hero spammers are not gonna have fun in this captain's mode. Their value just dipped so hard.
If you have like a player that's only good at 3 heroes, they're worthless now. They have to be good at 4 heroes in order to be useful.
Yeah. Rest in peace, Admiral Bulldog.
Or Bird, or JTK is actually gone, but...
What? You quit? You retire?
JTK retired and is now a League of Legends streamer.
Disgusting.
10 seconds remaining.
I mean, he's a techies picker, so, like, not surprised.
Yeah.
5 seconds remaining.
I don't know, he did some weird shit. It works. It introduces new things to the meta.
I guess. Oh, I like this.
Enchantress start is interesting.
This is cool. I think this is probably Eng 4. I don't think Eng 3 is really a thing you see. But that means you have a 5 Rubik, which I also think kind of sucks. Oh! Yes! Thank God! Dark Willow.
It's still in the pool. I mean, it used to be that first phase pick like a while ago, and I think it's gotten back into that point. I don't think it's gotten touched in like the last few patches, but...
Kick me in the face with your designer boots, Dark Willow. Holy shit.
What?
What was that copy pasta a while back?
That's...
Biggest oversight with Dark Willow is that she's unbelievably sexy.
Yes.
Yeah, that was a classic.
Thank you, Ziffer.
Yeah. Only the most insightful parts, Dota.
That's exactly why you pick this hero. And it's a good combo with the Mars, I think. Like, it allows them to play very aggressively. You don't really have to worry about Enchantress. You have a lot of burst outside of just right clicks.
That's a good point. This Ench is going to have... Well, not like a rough game, but... Not going to have a free game, I'll say that.
Not a free game. I don't think Ench ever has, like, a tough game unless it's, like, into a Skywrath, maybe? Something like that.
Oh, yeah, Skywrath, that'll do it.
I could see Skywrath just screwing up an Enchantress's game really heavily.
Ursa's still a hero. Ursa got buffed. I'm glad Ursa got banned. Breaking's still in the pool. Wait a second. What?
5 seconds left. Don't Dire King's turn to pick.
Jug ban? What?
Yeah, I think maybe somebody goes for a Wraith King here, especially Doggo's team. I think if anybody goes Wraith King, it's got to be Doggo's team.
Alright. I think, do people actually play Weaver, or is that just me? Because you can pick Weaver on either of these teams.
5 seconds remaining.
I mean, actually, Radiant would not want to pick it into Rubik Ench. It's not like he's gonna get killed, but giving Rubik's Coochie is kind of miserable.
Yeah, you probably don't pick the Weaver into this. I just because you like the hero, like I don't think it's like this
Yeah.
ultimate like pick up the hero now.
Yeah, I guess he's not that good. Axe.
It's a good pup hero. I'll give you that.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give you that.
Oh yeah, you can really abuse lanes.
I think
You can really abuse uncoordinated teams with it. That's
Oh
the
yeah,
biggest.
yeah. I think it's definitely got to be like a 4th or 5th pick though, if you are going a Weaver, because it's still pretty counterable by quite a few heroes.
Mm-hmm. Like they pick a Void, you can just call it there. Just I'm heading out of the game. In the abandoned.
Whatever happened to Disruptor? Disruptor used to be like this first ban, first pick sort of hero, and now it's completely gone.
I wonder why. Did you get nerfed? 725? I'll pull it up.
No.
Oh my god, so. Lifestealer. Wow, cool hero.
Yeah, I mean, obviously they're just like, let's just pair this with the X and call it a day. Like, you want something to run around. Axe is probably the best combo. You get the bonus strength, like bonus move speed. I don't think there's a better hero than Axe to really pair with a Lifestealer. Maybe Clockwork. Maybe, but it's not too great. The Clockwork. Axe is more like a fluid, like hopefully you can like a 2 or 3 man call. Yeah. Lifestealer pops out with a Mjolnir and pops the Mjolnir on Axe, and everybody just dies. Easy melts.
I'm looking at the patch. No nerfs to Disruptor.
Probably just fell out of meta because like some of the heroes that Disruptor was countering, or the strength that Disruptor got in lane was kind of mellow compared to other heroes that were seeing buffs recently.
I don't understand this TA pick, but it's okay, I guess.
They don't have a lot of dots for it, right? Like,
yeah, but I don't think that's a reason you pick TA. Maybe, I mean, they must have a plan with it. You pick this TA hero when you want to like group up as 5 and end the game at like minute 35 at the latest. Yeah. Otherwise, the hero is useless. I kind of just don't like it into Axe, and I don't like it into Lifestealer. So it feels a little off. It's good versus Edge, it's good versus Rubik. But it's a very tanky course. Axe gets armor with his Q. Lifestealer is just big boy. You know, feels weird.
Yeah.
Maybe they were just kind of confused as to what carry to pick. I think they could have picked Wraith King there, honestly. I think there was zero problem picking a Wraith King there. 4th.
5 seconds remaining.
They can still do it. I think it's still good here. It matches their tempo. It's also a little bit of like a late game insurance type thing. Kind of go Radiance and you just scale. I don't know.
Team's turn to pick.
Viper ban. Wow. Creative.
Creative. That's what you would call it. Okay.
Honestly, I think that with all the changes to Viper, I don't think he's as hard of a counter to TA as he was before. His Q takes time to scale up in terms of like the damage it does. And TA can just kind of jungle.
5 seconds
like if you know what you're doing on the hero.
Yeah.
So you don't really have to worry about it too much. I think there's, you know, that's like a micro counter. It's like a laning phase counter. I think there's like macro counters that TA has to worry about. Like, I don't know, like OD or something. OD just stalls. I don't know the matchup. I'm not a mid player.
Yeah, I mean, you might as well just get rid of it. TA, the Viper doesn't feel too great, or TA doesn't feel too great in the Viper, vice versa.
No. But I think, what the hell? What is this hero? I don't know.
A block pick? I mean, you don't really get attack speed, I guess, so you're not too worried about the axe, but...
Do you pick Sniper here for Dire? What's their jump? I guess TA, eventually, but, like, whatever. Ooh!
Oh, God.
That's some cancer right there. Yep. Expecting some nice all-chat flaming.
That's a nice classic. Oh, we could pop that open. Nope, nothing. I mean these players really aren't like all chat flammers, but do they have counters for Meepo? I think they do. Like, I really don't think they care too much.
I think it's kind of dicey picking it into Witch Doctor. The cask is kind of ridiculous sometimes.
Yeah.
It's good in lane versus TA, I think. TA kind of can't just like deny everything, which is good. He also does outfarm TA, and they kind of have like a similar early power spike at like 15 to 20 when they both get their big items. So I guess they're kind of just trying to fight around that period of time. So mid lane is probably... I don't want to make any bets on mid lane, but I think that I'm favoring the Dire off lane. This Dark Willow Mars is very strong. I think it can do a lot of work. Kind of favoring... Oh, sorry, the Radiant off lane. Kind of favoring the Dire off lane as well. I think both safe lanes are going to lose. I think Gyro has a hard time versus Axe just because he kind of has short range. The Ench is probably going to do a lot of work too. She's just going to send all these like neutral creeps at the Gyro and the Witch Doctor, and they're going to have kind of a hard time dealing with it. Cask does stun for 5 seconds on creeps, so that's going to help them. But I don't think
Enchantress, yeah. It's more
okay, scratch that. Enchantress is going top. I don't know what I'm talking about.
It's pretty flex. Like, you can run Enchantress either in the safe lane or bottom. So. And it is going to be... You can't really run Rubik safe lane. Like, that is pretty garbage.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Like, you're expecting your 5 hero to just sit at level 1 for an extended period of time, and you don't want to get lift level 1. Phase Bolt doesn't really feel very good to, like... What? Level 1 Arcane Supremacy with a Battle Hunger Axe. I can see it. Badger's gonna go for the steal here. It's gonna get it. It doesn't really do anything, but I mean...
Epic. It gets a vision. The vision's not nothing.
Yeah, it's pretty much nothing.
I think it's kind of dumb because you just revealed your position. Instead, you can kind of just hide here, and you'd be fine.
Yeah.
And you can kind of just wrap on them. I don't know that... What is he doing?
Fred is going to take a lot of damage right now. TWA does not want to use the Q. Not using the barrage yet. I'm not sure why, because he could just keep chasing. Doesn't want to use the mana. That was a lot of damage he just missed out on. Maybe instead you're just going to pop it on Badger. Will do that. But Badger's a lot tankier. I don't think he really cares too much. Able to pop the Battle Hunger, go for a bit of a trade. I'm really surprised he did not use that on the Rubik there.
I think the Rubik might have gotten close to dying there.
We are going to get first blood top, however.
Easy game.
Yeah, another hit from the Mars. I don't know how to pronounce their name, so I'm just going to say TBLS, even though that's the team tag. But it's there. It's there. It's distinctive. So, still able to tell who is who.
This Mars has Orb of Venom. Manly man. Boink. Oh my god, Nutty Pizza! You suck! Where is your enchant level 1? What is this? What is this, like, beta male?
It's always impetus level 1. Are you kidding me? That's alpha male. You want to do damage.
It's a 6-second cooldown. What is that? What are you
trying
to pull with that?
It's pretty good damage. Like...
Man, imagine enchant level 1 and then getting, like... What creeps are they going to get? You get, like, one of these, like, Harpy Stormcrafters. You just zap, zap, zap. Oh, he's dead again.
Yeah, is actually gonna die. They're gonna keep chasing too. It looks like it was just not even kills from the spear either.
Oh my god, Badger speeding.
Just the Bramble Maze. And bottom, Badger dropping a bit low. Action-packed game. We really have nothing in the mid lane yet. I don't think we're really gonna see too much until Meepo gets that second clone, which is gonna come here relatively quickly. Needs to be careful with this courier, but
can TA still kill it? Do you know?
I think so. I assume so. Oh, this is Doggo Meepo. This should be interesting. He's using the poof a little strangely there on the shielded TA.
Well, TA
Might maybe a spear back, but no. TBLS didn't have the spear to send Soundproof back. Otherwise, they might have gotten a kill on the Lifestealer really early.
Pop. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
still dropping low, but
Level 1
a
shadow.
little too much trading. Bottom, they are going to go on Badger, who's dropping really low. This is Maledict plus the Rocket Barrage, and a Rocket incoming too. He looks pretty dead with the Maledict, even though it's only level 1. Badger's still accepting his fate. I think he maybe could have lived there. It was only level 1 Maledict.
Maledict's serious business.
At like level 2 or 3, sure. I think it would have been close. We've got quite an even amount of CS. Everybody's sitting right at 11 in terms of cores. Actually, Soundproof almost there. Needs just one more to meet the mark. Not doing too bad into a Meepo, though. Not too surprising. Meepo just able to poof out a lot of these clones and get instant regen, though, which is kind of the strength you're seeing.
What the?
I think he kind of messed up there.
I mean, he has to use a TP now. It's not that great.
I think if you cast them at the same time, it works, right? Like, it'll poof you back to the fountain. It'll poof you forward to the... I think that's how it works. If I remember correctly, the last Meepo game that I was watching, the person playing pulled that off.
Oh my god. Look at him just take all this damage. He's lost all his health again.
Yeah, and he's already used his TP too, so... Oh, no, he actually... No, he did. Okay. So he probably has to go back to base pretty soon. That was a lot of good melt hits by 659.
Slice strike.
A spear gonna miss. Soundproof did pop the match community, but doesn't want to keep chasing. There is still no levels in that slow. For level 2 in the feast, and now Soundproof, you've gone a bit too far. One more right click, I think, is gonna do it. TBLS has to die for it, but doesn't want to keep trading with Nutty. The spear back. TBLS gonna live. Nutty dropping lower, trying to get some damage into Napkin. They're actually both dropping low, going for the salve on the Mars. Maybe looking for the turn. Is gonna show here though, so you can't really dive too far. Soundproof has used one of his own. Gonna dive for Nutty Pizza, who's dropping low. We also lose Badger. We also lose a Nutty Pizza in the top lane. It's just death all over if you're Dire. 5-0 start. Not looking great. You really have to rely on this Meepo to pick you back up.
Mm-hmm.
So in terms of farm, they're not doing terrible, but yeah, that kill score is not looking great to start.
This Meepo's not laning. This is really weird.
I think that's just how you do it, though. Like, the jungle is a little bit more efficient, especially when those neutral items come out for the first time.
Lane's pushing. He's fine, actually.
Gotcha.
Again, dropping a little low. Nutty Pizza just going for some trades, but doesn't have an impetus again to actually bring him down. And meanwhile, bottom, chasing for the bounty rune is Johan and Fred. Fred just going to pick it up in his face and then go for a couple of hits. Johan maybe overextending just a bit there.
Nutty Pizza level 2 at 5 minutes. That's a yikes right there. Not looking so hot.
To me.
I swear to God, this like ransack ability that Meepo has now, it's so stupid. This hero just gets a ton of HP for free. For regen.
Easy kill.
Johan slaying bot.
Yeah, this is the point where the Maledict is kind of becoming ridiculous. You get a nice taunt on the Witch Doctor, but Badger, you're only level 4. He gets a spin at the very end, turning it around. I don't think he can keep chasing, though. He tanked a little bit too much of the tower. It's a killing spree for TWA. Has no regen, so I think he actually has to go back to base. But top, they lose a hero, too. It's 7-2. They've lost 2 heroes now, really close together. Mostly supports, though, so you're really not caring too much. And meanwhile, Nutty Pizza getting gone on just a bit, but I don't think Mars can keep chasing this one out. Soundproof doesn't want to commit for the kill either.
I think Mars can actually keep fighting here. He has his spells up in a sec. This Ench can die.
Maybe just needs to hit a spear. It's going to be a little bit difficult to hit.
He shouldn't have used it there.
But if you're Mars too, you gotta be a little bit careful. Nutty Pizza's still diving. The spear is gonna be used on that aggressive lifestealer, making sure that he doesn't die. Nutty taking some damage from the creeps, also getting slowed up by that Orb of Venom from TBLS. Now diving for it. Soundproof pops the mango, gets the slow, but the rotation up from Nutty is napkin actually is gonna be enough to save. Nutty's dropping really low in the back, just whopping through these brambles. Almost dies to that completely. Soundproof gonna keep diving underneath the tier 1. Do trade the lives, but I think he'll take the trade. Soundproof very happy. Just looking in the catapult there too. Alright, you're the Meepo expert. What do you build on Meepo?
What's that supposed to mean? I have like
You're the
20 Meepo games.
I'm not the Meepo expert. One of us here has to be.
I've only played like 20 Meepo games back when I was 2K.
20? Well, that's more than I have.
I was kind of like a bots abuser. I kind of just ratted with Meepo.
I could see that working, and it's not exactly hard to do. Like,
that's why I did it.
I mean, the strength of the hero comes from ability to kill, I think, so you're not really getting like the full use of it.
Yeah. I think this game you can do a lot of things. Kind of depends on how they play. I've seen Blink Dagger be pretty effective.
Oh, Soundproof is dropping really low top again. Gonna try and go for the turn with the match community, and I don't think they can dive any further. I'm not looking at the lanes that are actually losing heroes. Badger gets a kill bottom onto TWA, trading his life for it. TBLS just used a soul ring right on top of the creeps, and 2 hits from Nutty Pizza. More than enough to do it. He also got the net from a creep there too. Napkin finding the return kill, and Soundproof realizing that he's a bit too low to continue chasing. Does not continue.
Why is he TPing? He did not... I guess he's low HP.
A little low. You also get a stun bottom. We're gonna keep fighting, I guess. There is no stopping in this one. Badger wants to keep going. It is very quick. Look how fast this manly man is.
Actually.
431 move speed. Alright, what was so weird about the TA pick though? I feel like it's fine in this game other than the Meepo. Like the Meepo is probably the biggest counter to it.
It is. It's just kind of weird that you just pick TA like that. And maybe he's just like a really good TA player. Could just be comfort.
Bottom, we're actually getting into a fight, I think. Everybody's just diving underneath the tier 1s. Nutty Pizza looks pretty dead because they actually have vision on this too. But no, the tower is still focusing Badger, making sure Nutty can escape and nobody dies.
I think TWA should have gone for the Q there. On the axe. As he was
what is this? Do you see this gyro build right now?
What's he doing? Yeah, it's really strange. I do not understand it at all. Like, I saw him go 2-2-1, and I was like, wait, don't you max barrage? And then I saw like missile, you get like 70. You almost double the damage for another skill point, which is kind of cool. But I still don't really understand. Getting flak cannon 2 points, that doesn't make any sense to me. You don't need to spell.
One more attack.
Oh, I guess it got nerfed. Oh wait, the cooldown's lower now, right? This is like a different spell.
Oh, on Flat Cannon?
Yeah, you have instead of 40 seconds, it's 20 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually kind of legit. So maybe you can actually like get away with maxing that. Just making some moves with no blink dagger here.
Just seeing the catapult. Lifestealer is just like jumping into a creep every time his ult is up, and that's how he's farming, I guess. Which is, if you can get the last hit's cool. But they kill the Meepo mid. Did not see that one coming, and it was only the 2 of them too, the Witch Doctor and the TA, and they're not getting the return.
Yeah. Badger waited a little bit too long to go in there. He was trying to go for like a wraparound from behind on the TA, and Meepo didn't have any net, so like. Mars dies, whatever. I love how like the mid laners both have like over 100 last hits, and this lifestealer has like 53. Gyro like 47.
Oh, I should probably swap over to net worth now that you mentioned.
Yeah, I should. Life Stealer's actually been keeping up. That's good.
Looks like we are going for the Deso first on the TA.
Pretty-
Beeple close approaching on the net worth though. He's gonna have that blink dagger. Napkin killing spree top. I keep missing all of these kills.
I mean,
I'm
not
just
following
rusty. I'm just rusty. As Badger might go for a kill on a courier behind the tower. He does use the dunk for it, so that's gonna go cooldown for another 70 seconds. But I think he'll take the courier kill.
Who cares?
I mean, Badger can just go farm for a bit. He needs to get a blink dagger anyway. Like,
He's so aggro. With his positioning. I guess he realizes it's not really worth trying to fight the gyro anymore, so he may be trying to like apply pressure top. Though I don't know why there's no other heroes top lane right now.
yeah.
It
It does kind of feel like they could make a play up here, especially since they already used the stun napkin. Is being able to use the brambles does not hit any of them though. Soundproof might just walk into them with the taunt. Model does actually kind of gets messed up there. Badger looking for a call is going to get stunned up though. Plus the fear, you're running into the wall, and that's just so much damage to deal with. Badger with the maledict on top. They lose soundproof too, not getting the return kill onto TBLS. That Mars just barely surviving. They even have a salve for it too, and now Nutty Pizza 2 hits from the TA. That's a Deso. Hell of a timing.
They're making some really weird movements here where like Badger is going like there's a number of decisions Badger can make here. He can farm, he can push lanes, I guess he can fight, but that was such a low percentage fight and he was farming pretty nicely there. There's a very unnecessary risk from Dire there. When he misses the call entirely like that, it's just like, oh, me bud.
And it looks like TA is pretty dead again. Gone a little bit too far up the hill. They're also fighting into an outpost too, which I don't think is very great. But he might get some return kills with Napkin. The Maledict on top of Badger should be able to pick up this kill since he was from full health. Will get it. But it's 2 deaths in order to secure 1. It's only for the axe on Badger. And I mean, he's going to feed anyways, right? So like, his deaths really don't matter. You're getting a triple kill on Doggo. Actually, soundproof top, what is happening?
What happened is TI died once, and the rule of thumb I've learned over the years is if TA dies 3 times, her game is over.
Good to know.
So, not looking good.
So there's 2 more. And the biggest error there is just walking uphill. They didn't have vision, not really knowing where the rest of the team was. Like,
so dicey.
Definitely, they felt very strong after winning a fight, after taking a tower. Thought they could take it more, but just not working out. They do get a nice stun over onto the Rubik to start this fight, but Soundproof able to pop Magic Immunity and just TP out. I think he's going to live too, yeah. Magic Immunity is more than long enough. It was a nice rotation up from the rest of the Radiant heroes, but not quite in time. 4 heroes TP to that top lane.
I don't know why TWA Monkey TP top. I think he's totally fine farming bottom. His axe feels threatened by him, so he should absolutely stay there. When you're a carry like this, and your team doesn't need you to make moves, you should definitely stay in lane. Like, there's no tower to take top, so he's not really doing it.
So I think he TP'd up here thinking they were fighting or something, and obviously they weren't. Like, just a little bit of a mistake. Wait, does the Dragon Scale apply in every single flat cannon hit? Because that might actually
I don't
be
think
legit.
so. No, like none of these effects. There's just a growth ball on the ground.
659. There's a couple nets. No, Doggo can't hit the next one.
So there's a growth bow.
We actually picked that one up. We have like a weird engagement. There's also a Maledict on the 2 Meepos. Doggo does not want to be here right now.
Wow. That was devastating.
Instantly just getting annihilated. You run into a witch doctor and well, he gives you an appointment.
How did he just
lose
walk
Fred
into
on the
that?
backside too?
It's devastating. I really want to all chat that there's a grove bow dropped.
Wait. Oh, that's what you
Oh,
pinged.
here we go.
Where's the grove bow?
Ench just got it.
Oh, it's up there. Whose item was it? Okay, it was Dire's. so
yes.
no shenanigans happening.
There we go. There's actually quite a lot of similarities between Meepo and TA when you think about it. They both take Roche very quickly, very early. They both try to end the game kind of fast. They're both stupid last picks mid.
Pizza kind of has to be careful here. Nutty Pizza looks very dead. Yep.
Yeah, this Dire jungle is Radiance right now. Looks like Badger's dead.
It's gonna get stunned up as well as caught in the root, and yeah, he kind of just accepts it there too. It's just like deaths and feeding across the entire map right now. Nobody really committing to anything yet. Soundproof trying to get a tier 1 tower. He's going to get slowed up. There's the Mars ult too. Needs to jump into a creep. Soundproof, the creep's right there, but he just can't reach it. Spear over into the side of the Mars ult. And there was just no escape.
Yep. Maybe he didn't have a range? Oh, it's a really low range. Fest. I actually don't think he can reach it, because he just gets bumped off from the side. Lifestealer's holding onto the pupil skips. I don't like this.
Lifestealers?
Yeah, I think that's kind of. I think you can actually. Can you give it to Meepo?
Agi Ints? Probably the Meepo, yeah.
Because if his clones get it, it's quite worth it. That's just
really
like a ton of
any other items for him.
Yeah.
I mean, none of these other items they have are great, right? Like maybe Ironwood Tree just for the stats, but
see, I don't know. I don't know if the Meepos benefit from them.
I would think they do. Because okay, if we look at Meepo, so his main hero has the Grove Bow. Nobody else does. Okay, so maybe it is, maybe it doesn't. You got a point there.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna try and chase Soundproof. Doggo maybe looking for a net. Does have that E-Blade, but uses it onto a TA with the shield, so there's no damage. Follow-up gets the poof out, and I don't think he's gonna die to this.
This could be a good fight.
Impressive plays there from Doggo to live, and now the Mars ult completely missing.
Really good.
Really off move there, and now they're just gonna keep chasing, and they got punished for it last time, so I don't know if they really want to keep chasing this. Dire is gonna have mass TPs to rotate in. Fred gets a nice stun onto the tower. They're also gonna chase the Rubik down too. Doggo's gonna be the main target for now, getting the Maledict on top of 1659. Able to focus on one Meepo. Can he focus on one Meepo though? Will finally find the kill. It's 3 heroes down, and the chase does pay off. Going for Nutty afterwards underneath the tier 2 tower. Soundproof trying to find something. Maybe you find the TA, but it's only the Aegis. Not really paying dividends there. Mars able to find, or at least continue to chase. Triple kill for TWA. Very strong start here from Radiant. 20 minutes in, and I mean, they've made some missteps, but definitely not over yet. Really looking like they are in control. They know what's going on.
This is looking really tough for Dire now. Your Meepo
really,
dies like
yeah.
this.
Mm-hmm. You got a snowball with that hero, and it's
really
not happening.
He's not
I
even
think,
top
yeah, it's like they have to win a fight really convincingly here with the Meepo alive. Get like an ultra kill on a Meepo before he's
or even
really
just
gonna be farmed.
Oh my god.
Oh, dodges the attack onto the catapult. They're gonna keep chasing it too. They get a nice slow up. The rocket is incoming. I think he needs to pop the ult here really quick, but no. The Lifestealer not even gonna jump out. Gets stunned up immediately. Q was not off cooldown, or it was on. No, yeah, it was off cooldown. What am I saying?
I think they got him first tick with the spear. I'm not super sure, but I think the Mars casted the spear, and that's what killed the cart. Which, you know, you kill the cart, he pops out the second, like the instant after, and then he gets stunned immediately after. So unless you get first tick rage click, he's stunned.
They're beating on Dire's top tower.
Oh, there's pipe on Mars. Oh, this is the item. This is the item and a half. Not a very manly item, but I like it.
Fog left behind.
Now, you know, it is kind of stupid. He's got shovel in his backpack. What is this? Just give it to someone. I'm sure the witch doctor would love it.
Yeah.
The little
Yeah.
Irish lady or whatever.
Keen Optic's pretty good on Witch Doctor.
I mean, yeah, but like Shovel.
But Shovel, though.
But Shovel though.
But Shovel, though.
Also, this TA is arcane.
I don't know. I think you keep the Keen Optic over it. It's pretty much a useless Maledict, but Soundproof's still very much dead.
Johan's destroying it.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
I mean, it was a nice rotation. Johan in the right. I don't know what Soundproof thinks he can sit there, though. I'm kind of surprised because it's just a blink over from TA. Couple of hits. You don't really have that much armor if you're a lifestealer.
TA bought SNY.
Into the tier 3s they go. This is, yeah, SNY, TA with the Deso. They get the Meepo back, but what a call from Badger on the fort. Where's the follow-up, though? The Marzalt was holding them all out, so they couldn't find the damage with the Meepo afterwards. Now Doggo is going to die, Nutty is going to die, and all of their damage is gone. You pop a buyback on Doggo, but it really doesn't look like it's going to turn into much. Game 1 looking pretty much dead if you're Dire. Really too much left to save here. They're gonna back off and play it safe. I don't even think they need to back off here, honestly. I mean, you don't have the Marzalt, so maybe that's why you just play it safe. If you get a pick off on the Meepo, it's pretty much over, right? Like, die back on a Meepo.
Yep.
This was a 0 death Soundproof until like 5 minutes ago, and now he has 3.
Well, you hate to see it.
You hate to see it. Anyways, as you were saying.
Yeah, Dire is not cooldown reliant, so I can kind of understand the hesitation from Radiant there. If they go back in, it's about as effective for Dire as it was before. So they wouldn't benefit from going for a fight right away, other than just, you know, people die back. Maybe. Oh.
I do like Soundproof is really aggressively farming right now. Just like trying to pull Radiant away from like farming elsewhere on the map. It's like if you can get them to respond to you, farm pretty riskily, you can. I mean, it's a short avenue back into the game. You want to keep TA away from farming as much as possible, and split pushing is a way to do it.
It's actually a really good move because there's no BKB piercing stuns.
Well, there's really nothing you can do about that if you're Nutty. Just unfortunate. You tank a Smoke King, so your team doesn't have to deal with that. Badger is gonna get Rocket Chase back inside of his base. But yeah, they're not gonna chase any further. This Rax is gonna fall pretty quickly though, if they do keep chasing here. This again, Deso, SNY, TA, hits pretty hard, hits pretty fast.
They can't stall too well either. It's just Rubik with this pushback still.
Mars ult is back up. They're going to chase after Soundproof. Soundproof probably just needs to go for a TP right now.
Just rage TP.
He might just get melted by that TA. Yep, there is the Halberd pop, and he's looking pretty alive.
You just have to keep doing that as the lifestealer.
Yep. Complete. Like, if he was back inside the base, they just push there, and I think they lose a fight. Fact that he's farming outside the base forces them to rotate towards their mid-tier 1. I'm kind of surprised. I wish he was like either top or bottom right now, farming these waves out. But
he doesn't have TP right now.
Yeah, true. It is a little risky.
And even if he has his team all behind him, with him baiting, I don't think they can turn that fight. So, yes, play kind of safe here. Meepo is not gotten an eagle in the last like 5 minutes.
What do we have? Tier 3 items up? Yeah, we did just get tier 3 items up. So.
Oh.
Do you have a repair kit on Radiant? Dire really needs to go find some items, as all 4 items are up on Radiant, and that is quite the big advantage of Mindbreaker. I mean, you're probably not going to use the repair kit if you're Radiant, but
someone needs to get that Mindbreaker.
I could honestly see Mindbreaker being useful on Mars, but
I think that TA gives the quiver to Dark Willow, and then she takes the Mindbreaker, or Mars takes the Mindbreaker.
Just for like the extra, yeah.
You can actually silence with God's Rebuke, so that's really good.
That's what I was assuming, but it doesn't silence everyone, or does it?
No, just one person.
Okay, I was gonna say if it silenced everyone, that would be kind of broken.
Yeah, that's kind of
but
insane. It's just I don't think that Enchanted Quiver is a good item on ranged carries. I think it's great on a hero like Dark Willow, where you attack once with Shadow Realm, and you do just a huge pop-up burst. But I find with ranged heroes, that kind of messes you up.
yeah, I don't. So you do have like the Meld Strike on TA, which is like this big burst, which pretty much shares a cooldown. I mean, it shares the exact same cooldown as the Enchanted Quiver.
That's technical, actually.
So like every single time you're Meld Striking, you're also gonna get the bonus damage from the Enchanted Quiver.
Yeah, which is nice.
And I think that applies the armor. I'd have to look into it. I think you get the armor debuff bonus damage, like with the quiver hit. I assume it does, anyways.
The
Oh wait,
quiver hit
it's
is
magical damage. Okay, so it's not. Yep. So yeah, it doesn't matter. Soundproof is just sitting up here. There's a nice call on the backside with Badger. What an awkward fight to start, but they're gonna get everybody in the Marcel, and now you just gotta get out of town. There is no way the rest of them are surviving. An awkward start leads to an awkward end for Dire. I think Soundproof is gonna live here. Does have the magic immunity, so we can just run back into the fountain. They're not gonna find Nutty Pizza either. But your racks are very much dead. There is no buybacks. Doggo doesn't have it. You don't have it on Badger either. It really feels like you need it on those two to really turn anything into a winnable fight right now. Surprised we're not just going for the Chi-Chi yet, and Nutty just gets exploded.
Let me explain in like a non-numerical way how ahead Radiant is. TA walked up high ground, and it took 4 heroes to kill him, while the rest of his team killed everybody else. So he can afford to just throw away an Aegis, and his team still wins the fight without losing.
26k, Badger gonna try and go for a call. And no damage to actually find any kills. 4 heroes dead. Into the tier 4s they go, but it's already over. GG called by Fred. Soundproof able to walk out. The spirit just completely missing. No worries. GG called. Nice start there for Johan's team. Beating out that last pick Meepo. Kind of just feels like a pick that was thrown in there without any thought, really.
They kind of
like
just
maybe we
thought
can just
that they didn't have any counters.
Yeah, maybe we can just cheese it.
Yeah, that's essentially what they were thinking, I think.
Oh, Lobby is also up for game 2. Yep.
Alright, well, that was a pretty well-oiled performance from Radiant. A couple hiccups here and there, but
it looked pretty strong.
It was really good. I think that there's a couple things that Dire can do to improve here. I think their draft didn't feel super cohesive. As we were saying, the Meepo kind of just felt thrown in. It wasn't great. I did like the Lifestealer and the Axe synergy. They never really got off the ground, but there was some good potential there. However, I don't think the Rubik and the Enchantress were really doing anything. There weren't any sort of... You know, those heroes can't really make plays on their own. Even when you have like a Dark Willow and like a Witch Doctor. Like the Witch Doctor like almost solo killed the Lifestealer at one point. That was kind of sick. Dark Willow comboed really hard with the Mars. Saved a bunch of times with the ult. Felt really impactful. Meanwhile, the Rubik was kind of just like... He like lifted people occasionally. There weren't any great spell steals. I don't know. Beyond that, the Rubik and the Ench didn't feel like they were that strong in lanes. Like there wasn't a whole lot of lane presence. The Lifestealer kind of just did his thing and clicked creeps a bunch. And then I don't know. And then the last thing, I think, not to flame Badger after I like came in the lobby and flamed him, but it kind of felt like he didn't really have a plan. He kind of played the lane. It was okay. He didn't get a lot out of it. He still got some gold, which was good. And then he kind of ran around the map and delayed his Blink Dagger by like 5 to 8 minutes or something.
Yeah.
I think that you get Blink Dagger on Axe, you get Blink Dagger on Meepo, and you make plays with the two of them. I think that's a really good way to play the game.
Yeah. It's either that or you have to involve the Lifestealer more. And they kind of tried to, but it was really too late at that point because Lifestealer didn't have enough. Like, the TA is already too big, so Lifestealer could not man-fight a TA.
Yeah.
Totally
There's also
right.
kind of there's a weird dynamic in this game where Lifestealer and Meepo both kind of wanted, like, playstyle-wise, you can play them both active or farming. Both the Lifestealer and the Meepo that game, I felt like were really just towing the line between fighting and farming a lot. Or they could have, rather. But they both kind of farmed a little bit too much. So then you're kind of just left with, like, just Axe being the hero trying to make plays on the map. And then, 15 minutes hits and your map's closed up and you kind of can't do too much. So one of the cores has to take initiative. I think that's really important. The Gyro did it really well on Radiant. The TA kind of picked up the slack once he got his Blink Deso. But I didn't really feel the same sort of core impact from Dire. So there's my rambling. I think there's a lot of ways that Dire can improve on this, and I think they can do it. Any thoughts?
I think you're spot on with their timings. Like, if you run that draft back and maybe do something different from the Meepo, it synergizes a bit better, because the thing with picking Axe Lifestealer is that, like, they don't hit the same timings at all. You really want to be farming on Lifestealer till, like, I don't know, 20, 25 minutes, it feels like. Not really involved too much. And then you can, like, start jumping inside the Axe and making something happen. And maybe that's where the Meepo is really good.
I think it was fine. I think that the Meepo could have been the active core of that game. It's a little weird because Meepo is usually the hero that you make space for in these kinds of games. But I think the Meepo could have played with the Axe. I think they both get Blink Dagger at the same time and they just up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Badger's Blink Dagger was pretty delayed. It is really what it comes down to. They just don't have an answer when it comes to fighting.
It's that and the fact that, like, they can't make plays. They're really reliant on a Blink Dagger from Meepo or Axe. Hopefully both. Because their supports are an Ench and a Rubik. Those are both, like, follow-up, sit-in-the-back type supports. You don't have, like, an Earth Spirit. You don't have, like, a Sand King. I don't know. What other supports? Like Venge. Venge 5. Venge 5 can start fights. You just swap someone in. Easy peasy. Yeah. Clock 4. There's, like, a lot of 4s you can play, too. Or, like, an offlaner with a built-in gap close, like Centaur. There's a lot of other options. Or you can just take the approach of applying a lot of pressure, and they didn't do that either. Their draft wasn't really built towards that, so I can't really fault them on that end. Alright, let's see. Same bands. I think they swapped up sides. Nick's band this time. This is interesting. Wonder what that might be. Is OD relevant? I don't think he is. Maybe Ember? No, not really. DP is really, really good right now. A little underpicked. I'm done rambling.
It's like Puck every single game now. I don't think we're ever gonna see Puck not being banned in the first phase until, like, at least 2 patches out. Like, it's kind of crazy. Like, it barely got touched in 7.25, right?
Yeah, I guess so. Is it an offlane or a mid hero now? I think it's offlane, right?
I think it still can be both. Base damage reduced by 2. Yeah, it's probably offlane. That's
I
a
think
little
that,
tough if you're in the mid
yeah.
lane.
I think you really have to try to make Puck work as a core, or as a 1-2. Because it was really good when you had the phase shift attack talent at 10. You could just farm really quickly, and you could pick up like a damage item before you're level 15, and you have all this time in the world to just get just a ton of damage out in fights, right?
Yeah.
Now, you gotta wait, and then the damage talent is less too. You get like 30 damage at like 10 minutes. It doesn't even feel worth it.
Yeah.
I mean, before you had like 90. It's insane. So, I don't know. I miss the hero being mid as a Puck player.
CM first pick is interesting. That's not something I've seen for quite a while. I mean, I haven't really even seen the hero picked in a competitive game for quite a long time. Like,
I wouldn't say it's a bad hero. I would say it's a purely average hero. Maybe they have a combo with it or something. It's like budget AA with a void. You just kind of like sit on the edge of the chrono and you freezing field. That's how I see it sometimes.
yeah.
Whoa! What is this hero?
Pick, Brew.
New hero. Hog.
New hero.
Hold on, I'm checking patch notes.
I think you. So this is like a CM safe lane, Brewmaster off lane.
Yeah.
They did a similar thing last game where they picked Badger's hero second. They lead in with their support hero, although they first picked the Rubik last time. So it's a little bit of a different take on their strategy. But I mean, it's still very. I'm not sure Badger plays Brew. Is this a mid Brew?
Hey, there we go. Remember when I said Centaur? This is a hero that can start fights without a blink dagger?
Yeah.
Good hero.
It works
cool
for
hero.
them.
Strong hero. Good laner.
Again, I'm not sure if I'm a fan of it into the Brewmaster, because you do have quite a bit of lockdown if you're trying to use it for escape.
That is true.
Makes it harder to pull off. But
yeah. I just checked patch notes. Brewmaster barely got buffed. He got like slightly more damage on the Fire Panda, and like some talents got a little bit buffed. I don't think Centaur got any changes. CM got changes? CM got a Freezing Field Scepter changes. Very minor. Inch got a Sporink buff. I still can't believe that's an Axe.
10 seconds remaining.
Crazy.
5 seconds.
Lifestealer ban. Thank God that hero's boring. TA ban. Wow. Cool.
they don't want to play against it again, and it's decent into a Brewmaster. I mean, it's not great, but I mean, it's easy to kill off the individual pandas pretty quickly. So you definitely have to be a lot carefuler. I don't think you can purge off the shields.
5 seconds.
I don't think the purge works on the shield.
No, it doesn't.
I might be
No, you
wrong.
can't purge that.
Okay. That's right. There is like 0 ways to purge TA shield, right?
Yeah. It's one of those spells.
Disruptor.
Hey, there's that hero.
We finally see it, but it's in the second phase though. It's not quite first phase here, as we can see.
Oh, hello. I like this. This is good.
I'm doing all these team fight heroes now.
So
Go ahead.
I have to flip my brain for a second because they switch sides. So targets are going all out on team fight. It's a little dicey, but it could work, depending on how good the Brewmaster is. I like this Disruptor into Centaur. It's really cool. The Static Storm is a really good ult. I think it's a little undervalued, honestly.
Hmm.
Uh,
You throw a Rookie into that static field, like
what is
oof,
this?
oof.
I think it's okay. You have a big brawly offlaner to sit in front of the Riki, which is good. You need that.
Mm-hmm.
But and also I mean, this is kind of like a side benefit, but the Wyvern ult doesn't, like, you don't benefit from having a Riki in the curse, because he does backstab damage, not like forefront damage. Well, actually, no, positioning, whatever. I think they picked a Riki to deal with the Ench. You can kind of just trick to the trade on top of Ench, and it's not affected by the attack speed slow. Otherwise, I don't know why you'd pick the Riki. I really like the Disruptor, though. The Disruptor is really good. I think the CM is going to have to prove herself to be useful. A lot of the time you see CMs picked for the Aura, and I don't see the Aura being super useful here. Maybe if you pick like a Storm mid or something. Ah, there's this hero. This is good.
Oh, we finally see it. Didn't get touched at all last game, not even banned, and yeah.
I think it's a fantastic pick. Radiant is extremely reliant on kind of like short bursty damage. The Brewmaster can kind of deal with the Wraith King. You can kind of cycle him up, but you need some long sustained damage to deal with the Wraith King.
Mm-hmm.
The Riki cannot man fight Wraith King like ever. He has to be like way ahead. He can kill him once, and then the rest of his team turns on the Riki and just kills him. Those are my thoughts.
They have to catch out like 2 or 3 heroes for sure. Like you can't just go onto a Wraith King, and that's why we see the pick too.
Yeah, and I think that I think they can play this sort of I think Radiant can play this sort of 5-man kind of Dota. Kind of depends on their last pick. The Riki is going to take some time to be effective, but in retaliation, Dire can also play 5-man. There's no problem that these heroes have no problem with playing as 5 all the time. Wraith King wants to be grouped up. Centaur isn't complaining. He wants to be fighting. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see. I'm out of my drink. God damn it.
I don't like the Lina mid pick.
It's okay. I think you pick this hero because you know you don't have last pick and you want something that can be reliable. Lina can outlane a lot of mid heroes, so it kind of like tightens up the pool of heroes you want to pick. It's also a lot of burst. There were 3 squishy heroes on radio.
5 seconds remaining.
3.
Cloud is annoying. The Static Storm's annoying too. Yeah. I don't see any other big problems. But
Lina's pretty good when you can have fights that last quite a while, and hopefully with the Wraith King, your fights do last, more than 10 seconds. And Doggo's team is definitely hoping for let's end the fight as soon as we find them.
Yeah. Though, I mean, with the Wraith King, you're going to have to think about that a little bit. I think this Wraith King and this Lina kind of make this last pick very hard. This is okay. I think this does a lot. I think this is probably what they need. So you can kind of just write off the Wraith King for a little bit now with the Razor. The Razor kind of just links him if all goes well. The Riki goes on the Lina. Supports, fights, supports, and offlane kites people, right? I think Radiant have a clear way to take fights this game. I think it's really good. Dire also has a very clear way to take fights. I think Dire's is a little more adaptable, which is nice. They're very flexible in how they want to play this. Yeah. I think I would be a little bit more worried if the Riki had someone to gank with. Because right now, Dire Heroes, if the Riki isn't super ahead, they can push lanes without a huge worry. But if instead of this Disruptor you had like an Earth Spirit or something as your 4, like the Earth Spirit just follows the Riki around and they just kill everybody. So, I don't know. The Riki's gonna have to team fight, which is okay. So, I mean, they built a team fight lineup, so it's okay.
I think the Riki's job, too, is to just try and find the Lina in the middle of fights, too. That's really their only catch for it.
Yeah.
This is a Ring of Tarask starter for a Centaur.
You can buy that starting?
That is interesting.
That's stupid. That's
it
what that is.
costs 600 gold. It got changed in 7.25 to go down to 100. So this is like brand new tech right now. Brand new.
You can call it tech. Yeah, sure.
He's gonna tank tower shots too.
I don't think
Look at that, 7.2 health. Ooh.
He wants to tank the tower shots so he gets the turn procs or whatever.
He's doing quite a bit of damage, but yeah, that regen's actually insane, and he has plus 150 health too. Like,
oh wait, the regen actually got buffed. This item might be really good.
The regen went up another. What does this even build into? Heart and Holy Locket. Okay.
This is such a Chad build. Oh my god.
Maybe start building Holy Locket. Maybe we finally see people build Holy Locket. Who knows?
I had an IO in my game build that. Kind of sick.
It still seems pretty garbage, but I'm gonna get the runes top. Badger tried to go for the steal there. Meanwhile, bottom, they are going for a bit of a trade. Napkin dropping lower. Soundproof getting the jump and the kill. First blood to the Riki. Well, bottom two, they're also getting a nice amount of damage onto the Centaur, and I don't think TBLS wants to be here anymore. Another hit from Soundproof. They're gonna get a double kill in the bot lane. No, not a double kill, but they do get both. Soundproof gonna drop a bit low. I don't think he's gonna die though.
What's with these Ench pickers getting Q level 1?
Look how much damage this does.
Oh, like whatever. Every 6 seconds. Get a creep.
Look at
that. Oh my god! Alright,
look at that. How is that not good?
I'm never getting enchant level 1 again. That's it.
It's broken. It's so good. It completely got him that kill.
Actually.
Reset, that's actually huge too. Like,
it is.
That would have been a first free wave for a rookie, and now Napkin's able to get his Centaur back into the lane. It's a bit easier for a Centaur to have some presence here.
He has 13 thingies on him.
Oh, and I am missing kills mid.
Oh my god.
So anyways, this mid lane is kind of eventful, I think. It's still two pretty high kill potential heroes. Razor has a little bit of a harder time killing Alina, but Lina for sure can be very aggressive. Even with the stolen damage, like if you hitting your spells, you can get a Razor pretty low.
I played a Razor lane recently where I was against a sniper. I think what you do in this lane is you max Q. Ooh, a little early there. If you max Q, you don't have to get super up close with the other laner. Kind of just play the lane that way. It's really good, actually. Oh, Doggo with the hesitation on the range creep. That was really good.
This is going for a nice sap here, trying to get some trades into Alina, but I think he's still going to die. Even with the damage stealing, only 34 stole it. It's a level 1 sap, and it's just not quick enough. If it was like level 2, I think he lives there, level 2 or 3, but...
This is the I shouldn't have died tilt. So you go for a play mid to like save your lane, and then you just die and make it worse.
It's pretty hard for a Razor to go into the jungle too. Now, if Lina had died a couple of times, Lina for sure can just be like, okay, I farm pretty efficiently in the jungle, it's fine. Top though, this is...
How does a Wraith King die? What?
Well, he's got a Buckler Quelling Blade, no regen. Probably just got him low, and then a couple of ticks from the Disruptor Q brings him dead. top again. Doggo going for a bit of a trade.
my
It's
God.
still, well, it's level 2. It's level 2 now, but he's still taking so much damage.
Doggo's
Like,
getting destroyed.
So
there's
out-leveled
no,
too. Bottom,
there's
they're
no
going for a kill once again. TBLS dropping low on that Centaur. They need another hit on a Nutty Pizza, but Napkin cannot find it. There he goes.
Gotcha.
Last hit with the Impetus yet again. The pretty shit spell according to Ziffer, but I've seen it gotten 2 kills now. Like,
level 1, I think, enchant. Creeps are great.
I've seen it get him 2 kills now. He's gonna try and go on soundproof again. Bottom, there's a bit of a stun from Centaur jumping in. Wait, what? Everybody buys this now?
Is this like the new headdress?
What the fuck?
I kind of don't think so.
Maybe he bought it as a meme because he saw Centaur started with it, and that was it? Like,
I don't know why you'd do that. It's 600 gold. That's nothing you can just buy. Get your Wraith bands.
apparently it is. I don't know, very strange there. They're gonna try and go on top, not able to lock in that Wyvern, and Badger has to just try and find another target, maybe onto that Wraith King. Another stun coming out from TDO. No, he actually does not have it leveled yet. I think they get a kill. He puts 1 level into it, did instead go for the Vampiric Aura.
Oh my god.
And this is the life if you're mid-raiser. Doggo's just super low again, went for a damage sap, and look at how high HP 659 is, like, compared to Doggo. That's going to be every single engagement now. There's really no way the Centaur is going to drop bottom. That Heart of Terras not really giving him enough life to survive, I guess. Napkin also going to be the next one to drop. Nutty Pizza getting a double kill. Maybe gonna find the rune, but you don't want to run into your sister here. Instant ult deleted. Oh my god. Well, that's one way to do it. Oh, you're gonna get yelled at. You're gonna get yelled at. Ziffer's banned from the league.
I just think that was really funny. Like, he just got stabbed.
I thought he would throw a stun out first, but it was just instantly into the ult.
Yeah, actually. It's hilarious. Oh my god, Ricky finally has his Wraith bands. 6 minutes in.
And 9 maybe link for another stun, plus the damage sap. Again, you're still connecting on these every single time on a Doggo, and Doggo doesn't really want to commit to hitting either. Like, it's only just a little bit of damage you're getting from the damage sap, the right clicks there, and that's it. You do not want to tank another stun.
Uh-oh.
Actually, mid 2. He is going to tank another one, another Dragon Slave coming too. I don't think it gets the kill. Yes, it does. It's level 4. 659 putting on a show. It's still pretty even in terms of kills, but we might just get another one to even it up. Johan, couple of crits, goes for the heal, but I think they're still going to have enough. Badger's going for the steal right in front of him. Not going to get it. I don't think he just baited himself. Badger missed out. Does have the Q. He's right there.
Yeah, he didn't have vision.
He doesn't have vision. The tip goes out. Badger kind of just out-juked himself right there, going for this steal.
For real.
Soundproof dropping a little low now. Has to be kind of careful. Doesn't want to take too much damage. Does have tricks of the trade to at least dodge some of it. Plus the stun too. Gonna hit the stun. He doesn't have invis. Nice kill there from the Centaur. Will lose your life, but I think he'll take the trade. Yes, Nutty Pizza is actually the core though. 3-2-2 on Nutty CM.
He's holding. His 2 last hits. It's more than I get at this point in the game.
He's got, what is this, a headdress? No, he's going Tranquils. Okay.
Oh my god.
Why is Wraith King not bought Heart of Terras? Like, obviously it's the new, like, you just buy it.
Thing. Whoa.
I feel like Wraith King could actually benefit from it too. Badger still doesn't have ult. Gonna try and find a kill onto the Wyvern in the meantime, sending TWA back, not able to get the kill onto the Disruptor, just making a bit of space. Badger running forward, able to escape within that static field. Wyvern just has to pop the heal. Meanwhile, bottom Napkin going for the TP is gonna get it.
Can we talk about how this Wraith King has 0 points in Wraith Fire Blast?
Taco. Yeah, there's a couple of cases where he would have gotten some kills had he leveled it at least once.
Yeah.
I think you put at least one level into it.
I don't think 3 points in Vampiric is gonna do you that much. God, this is such a manly centaur down here. Huge.
TWA getting gone on again top, but I don't really think they can find this. This kind of feels a little bit overzealous.
Oh wait,
Especially since he has a wand. Plus the heal, there's the Sembek too. They have a static field to follow up. He's just gonna get locked in. No, the static field is a bit late. You had so much setup for it, but still missing it. Just an unfortunate play there from Fred, and they don't get the kill on the TWA. In fact, chasing forward because they use the ult bottom just to get away from that Ricky. Level 6 now, and we're also the rotation up from 659. Double kill instantly. Nutty actually chasing forward with a freeze over onto the Centaur. He's able to get that kill. Maybe the return kill onto Nutty. Goes to Napkin. Soundproof now trying to find a kill onto Enchantress. Maybe going to go underneath the tower. Does have the jump if he wants to go for it. But
that was the
doesn't
right
want to
move.
go underneath the tier 1. Yep.
Uh-oh. Lena's coming up to Laguna Blade someone. Oh, maybe not.
Let's have a DD too. You just get like one hit in there. I think if Lena lands the stun, this is a dead Ricky. For sure.
Yeah. Oh, he has DD.
They have a sentry over here too, but I think he saw the rotation because they do have a ward over here.
This is the, this Lena's going the 4DR build, where you max Fiery Soul second. I quite like that.
I think Soundproof really wants to try and find a fight here. I'm not really sure. They see the Lena down here.
I don't think he benefits from fighting right now. Ricky's very squishy.
I mean, yeah. He's got the heart of Terras, though. Maybe he survives a burst, right?
I guess? I don't know. Just buy
If only
Ranger
it
Rocks.
gave you magic resistance, then I think it'd be worth buying this. But Badger getting slowed up top, and I think he's gonna live. Yep. He's able to pop Drunken Brawler. He might even get the return kill too. Johan may have just overextended. Does have a heal. He wants to pop it. He's going to be able to use that. One more hit from Fred. Does have the static field. Meanwhile, bottom, they've killed off Napkin. They're going to go for the Centaur. They ended up missing out on that kill top on the Wyvern. And Centaur just being chased underneath the tier 1, but Soundproof doesn't want to go too far here. Does have another Blink Strike. There's the stun from the Lena too. What a rotation from 659. They spotted the earlier one, but they don't see the TP. And the second one is a success. Has a regen rune too. Like, it all feels good.
Razor just lost his tower to a cart. You hate to see it.
I hate to see it. I mean, he literally just needs to go farm the jungle for a long time now.
I mean, yeah, but go to lane.
Yeah. Like, you saw the Lena rotate.
Yeah.
Like, you could potentially save. TWA Monkey doesn't level all. It's level 7 Wraith King who doesn't. Okay, now he's leveled it. He was saving it. He was saving it. Okay. Okay. Very, very good. Very good. And I think he's going to still die, though. Patrick's got a lot left on his own. No, it's actually gone. And they might just get the turn too, but they're still not a level in the stun, so TWA can't turn it. Goes for a couple of hits and pays for it. Badger just chasing out, recognizing he's not going to live in this one. Diving further is Nutty Pizza. Does have the freeze, but I think he needs to get a hit too. One more. Does get the return kill on the Nutty. Meanwhile, elsewhere on the map, they get some kills on 659. The send back too from Fred onto that Enchantress, and they don't have damage for this Enchantress. Napkin going for a slow, trying to bring down the Disruptor. Does get him. Fred, I don't know what's happening in this game. 659 finds some kills bottom, has a haste rune, chasing the Ricky bottom. This is a Yule's. Lena too is able to pop that stun over onto the Ricky. Do they have vision though? I don't think they do. They don't have the ult on the Lena. They're just gonna have to keep chasing. Sending Badger up is 659. They could potentially keep diving, but that Blink Strike isn't off cooldown for another 5 seconds. And that's a haste rune on Lena too, so there's really no realistic chase there.
God, this is the, this Razor is making all the plays I make when I'm tilted and I'm playing mid. You buy a Windlace, You TP to lanes unnecessarily, trying to like turn a fight that is unturnable.
They're gonna try and get a kill. Bottom soundproof doesn't get the jump off in time. Nice setup there from Johan. Yeah, I feel like Windlace is the ultimate. Okay, I just need to go farm. Let me just get that extra move speed, bro. I can go from camp quicker to quicker. Don't really think about it if you're ahead.
Oh, good dodge. He should turn.
659, a rare miss
He
there.
knows there's no Laguna. He should absolutely be fighting right now. He can run the
he
Laguna
doesn't
right
have
now.
too much backup. I think you have to be careful with the Wyvern there, and they need to maybe use their fort too because it is
there we
up
go.
the center. All popped. Are they going to be able to chase this any further? I don't think so. With the rotation down from Centaur as well, Doggo needs to be careful here. Could have had a two-man stun. Luckily, Nutty going to dodge it, but you're still losing your Razor. Doggo dead yet again.
Good rotation. Centaur's huge.
Still working on that defusal is the Ricky. Just kill off the screen. Take down that bottom tier 1 too. I don't like, what do you even do as a Razor in this game? I feel like you have to, it's a lot more communication that needs to happen with your team.
Yeah.
Like, where can we fight? There's not a lot of places that they can show up right now and make something happen.
Just dodge their strong heroes right now.
Yeah.
There we go. Make plays
Might
with
be
your
the fight
disruptor.
they try and find. The ult popped on Johan, trying to drag Razor back into it, but Doggo actually able to sidestep it, still sapping all the damage. 174 total stolen. That is the max, but they find 2 kills anyways, even with all the ults blown. Over an ult, they didn't have the Centaur.
If I'm Razor, I'm pinging my CM right now for stealing that kill. That's how poor I am.
I should again swap over net worth because I forgot once again. 659 is easily on top. This is really impressive. Nutty Pizza trying to go for a bounty is gonna fall. I mean, might as well. Screw it.
400 gold? What? How is CM worth 400 gold? Crazy. Bonkers. Absolutely ludicrous.
A gift from the Tempest of Battle.
Well, Wraith King's gonna have the Radiance soon. And then the game is over. Because he's not playing the game right now. He's playing the farm game.
Yeah.
Maybe Ricky will have an item and turn things, but I don't know. Oh no, Razor.
I like this aggressive board behind the tower, honestly. They might be able to dive Nutty Pizza now. They know nobody else is here. Nutty cannot step forward too far. 659 doesn't want to dive. Okay.
Restraint. I respect that.
Yeah. I mean, he's so far ahead, you don't want to risk anything.
No,
Almost at a
no.
10k net worth.
He's 10-0-1.
Like, 659 GOAT mid of the league? Question mark.
Maybe.
McGuire isn't playing anymore. That was the other GOAT.
He's sticking with
Ziffer
it,
isn't playing anymore. That was the other GOAT.
Well, nice try.
Ziffer never played in this league, so technically does not qualify.
I think I stood in once.
Wait, did you? Oh yeah, you did. You totally
Yeah,
did.
a while ago.
That was a long time ago. Well, not really, but in
I don't know.
2020 time, it is a really long time ago.
Yeah. Oh, Ricky. Oh, he'll have his defusal soon. Maybe Radiant has a chance.
I like the Grove Bow on Razor. At least they get some of the neutral items to fall their way. Hopefully.
I don't like this drum on Razor. I'll say it. I think this is another one of these items you get trapped in when you're behind. You're like, let me get this item, this cheap item. It'll help me have impact. But it just delays you from your big moves.
Nice freeze there from Nutty, but I don't think they can keep chasing. No, the ult wears off at the perfect time. And Badger are using the ult even to try and find this, but do they have enough damage? He just has to try and focus. A nice stun there onto the Enchantress, and they can keep going. Johan with the rotation up does have that ult on the Wyvern. They might try and find a kill on the Nutty Pizza. It's only creeps hitting him right now. You're getting a lot of damage out of the Enchantress too. Nice kill there from Johan, but you still gotta be careful. Is going for the heal. There's no clap yet for Badger. So he's gonna have a little bit of a struggle trying to find this. He can't the
no,
clap either because of the slow. Johan doesn't want to walk in the AoE, just barely outside of it. There's the impetus hit. The very end. Now TWA being dove mid. Doggo wants to try and find a kill with the haste rune, but this is a Wraith King.
Oh my god, they killed 659.
What? I feel like that was just the Ricky?
1,000 gold. For killing
1,000 gold that I completely missed.
This disruptor now has an item. That's what?
Yeah, just a complete cloak, like, or a glimmer
You
cape.
also have to think this is a huge amount of XP you're getting. Lena's stupid ahead.
Yeah, and look how close, like, it was like a 4,000, 5,000 gold lead, or net worth lead, and now Lena's down just a bit more, like only 3k. And it's gonna close quick too. Also might just find a kill on his centaur right now as well. Doesn't have a TP to get out of this. 659 with the rotation. You need to get out of here if you're Lena. You cannot die again. Okay, there's the Shadow Blade. He is gonna live now with this Sentry pop. He doesn't want to pop into it, does see it, but the ultimate from the Disruptor not stacking with the Wyvern ult. Not quite sure what they were going for there, because they lose out on a lot of that damage. You lose your Wraith King, but you're still finding a lot of kills. There's 2 of them canceling out the TP. With that Yules, you're gonna find the Disruptor.
This is the
Wait, was that okay? I could have sworn. So that was a friendly Disruptor ult on.
No. Disruptor and Wyvern are on alternate teams.
Yes,
Disruptor
that's
got
what it was.
Static Storm at exactly 0 heroes.
I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, no.
So when things happen in the excitement of the fight, I just assume it's really good.
Almost.
Hey, he
God,
hit 4
really
heroes with that ult. That's technically correct.
I mean, yeah, if I was Disruptor, I wish I'd hit 4 different heroes, but you know, yeah, he did hit 4 heroes.
4 heroes were standing inside of that ult.
Yep. Okay, here's my tilt analysis. Someone who tilts frequently in pubs. I internally tilt.
You do. This is correct.
Yeah. What Radiant did there was the overconfidence play. They just killed someone huge, and they're like, "Oh, let's go. We're so strong." And they clump up as 5, and they get Wyvern ulted. It's like one of the most basic tenets of Dota. You get overconfident, and you throw when you're behind too. So yeah, there you go. I mean,
Badger needs to be a. I think Badger's is dead, unless he wants to pop ult.
Yes, ult.
It's still pretty quick with that. Oh my god, the Brewmaster move speed. The phase boot's coming up too, but he is going to tick down. They lost the tier 2 bottom too. They're just going to slow on Soundproof, knowing that that ult is down on TWA. They could potentially keep going. What a dodge of the stun. They can get it.
So big.
Nice catch there from Soundproof in bottom. They might try and go on 659, or 659 going to try and go on somebody. It is going to be Nutty Pizza, the target, trying to bring down the sister in the CM. A couple more hits does bring him down. There's no other heroes down here, actually, as they found the return kills top, but you lose your Ricky. Doggo is the only one to survive all of this.
I mean,
I guess that feels good.
Doggo up.
A little bit. He's still pretty far behind in terms of net worth. He's only level 14.
Yeah.
Still 4 levels behind 659. I mean, it's still not over, right? You are playing into a Lina. Lina's really squishy. It's not like this hero that snowballs out of control, really.
Yeah, Lina is a killable hero. I am a little worried about the fact that... Okay, one person has detection on Radiant. That's good. However, it is the squishiest hero.
Just gotta hope they get it off.
You need dust on more than one hero. Or you need detection on more than one hero.
Wait, who
like,
has
Ricky
it?
should have. It's CM has a sentry.
Does he? Oh, yeah.
Ricky needs to drop one of his Wraith Bands and get a dust, because you can't just let this Lina get away. This is like...
kill. There is a freeze onto the creep. They're going to keep going with Soundproof too. Onto Napkin. They're going to chase it just a little bit further. There's the send back. You got to be careful if you're Ricky. Getting stunned twice. They have vision on this too. Ricky is just gone. Killing spree for 659. And you kill an Enchantress at the same time.
He had time to do the trade.
Nice deny there from Nutty. TWA wants to dive up the tier, up the stairs. There's also a missed ult again from the Disruptor and a nice Wyvern ult to turn this around or at least make space for now. TWA gonna give up on the chase onto Nutty Pizza. 619 running back in with the stun, completely missing, but there's the rock thrown out back on his 6x9. Do they have any damage? Can they keep chasing this? Badger's already used the ult, gets stunned up. Badger's on the wrong side of the stairs right now. If there is a team here, they could potentially fight this, but they had vision on the CM there, so they don't find the kill. Not even once onto the Wraith King. They wouldn't have even gotten the kill there because that ultimate still up and they're just chasing out Nutty now. Looking pretty dead. 2 hits from 659, more than enough to do it. And the Keen Optic too, so they definitely could have chased pretty far.
I guess they don't realize that Ricky is most of their damage. That's one of those things, when you're behind, you really have to recognize who is the impactful hero on your team. And right now it is the Ricky. This Razor is not doing that much. He's farming efficiently, I see that, that's nice. Oh, this... Wraith King's building BKB next. Looking kinda over. Once he gets that. Everyone's pushing bottom. It's not great. You gotta send a hero down there.
Gonna miss out on an T-ward, but you do maybe spot out 659 with the Shadowblade who did TP back. Give the Aegis. Why not go for the memes and give it to Wraith King? I mean, it's clearly the right choice to give it to Alina, but,
yeah, but
really,
exactly.
Is it though?
Not at all.
It's the wrong choice in most situations. It's just not the fun choice. I
mean, just go for broke. Get it. Get the refresher shard. Get the refresher orb. Yeah, who cares if you don't have enough mana? Who cares? I have no cares. How much mana is refresher? 37.
Soundproof? Can Soundproof kill TWA even once, like by
he
himself?
Actually can.
I don't think he can, especially with the mischance too.
When you show like that, you can.
Yeah. 619 maybe looking real stun on the Badger. Badger needs to get his ult off in order to survive this. I think is gonna get slowed up plus the stun from the Centaur, but they don't have vision. Nice the response there from Soundproof to chase this out. Badger popping a pretty far back ult, but look how fast these pandas are. They can continue to chase. Johan looking for the ult, who does get the 4-step back onto the Centaur. Badger with the flame first. 659 getting a kill over onto Soundproof, and your damage is gone. Doggo's getting some kills on the backside, but still gonna get stunned up. 659 getting another one. Double kill for the Lina, and I don't think they can go any further. Badger, I feel like Badger kind of baited them chasing forward with the Centaur. Like, you cannot have Soundproof die right there. But they just don't have anything to save him.
You also can't go on the Centaur. This is not the hero to go on. He has a Vanguard, he has a Buckler, he has a Ring of Tarrasque.
So tanky with that Ring of Tarrasque. Like,
also Essence Ring.
150 health? Like, it's crazy. I always forget to pop Essence Ring whenever I have it. Like, always forget to. I legitimately... It's been how long since neutral items have been out, and I just cannot remember that I need to put neutral items in the slot. Like, I don't know what it is. It's like a mental block or something, but... Yeah, so if I ever like play a tanky hero and there's an SS ring dropped, it's pretty much a useless item for the team.
I mean, the passive stats are really good. You get 2.5 mana regen.
6 int though.
It's the mana regen I think that's a really big deal.
Yeah, true. just missed this D ward too. I think they saw them place both of those wards.
That's a really cool ops. I like that. On the Radiant jungle. We're not gonna find that. I might steal that obs actually.
Badger's just gonna... This fight looks like it's gonna initiate the exact same way. There's a nice disruptor ult on the back to maybe stop the Lina from comboing, but you've already used your disruptor ult, you've used the panda ult, and there's really no follow-up. I don't think they want to fight this.
Ricky's not even there.
Fortunately, the slowest panda, excuse me, is going to be running back, and they could keep chasing, especially with that center ult too. Johan getting a nice ult to lock down two of them. The stun over onto Doggo, and now Doggo just getting deleted. Badger's going to get deleted. A couple more hits, especially with that impetus. Trying to save him at least a bit is soundproof, but I don't think they can really fight this. TWA dropping a bit lower. You lost the damage sap too if you're Doggo. Nutty popping and all on the top of the high ground to at least slow them down a bit. The creep wave is coming in. A nice two-man stun jump in from the centaur. TBLS doing a nice job of initiating. Once again there, soundproof dropping a little low. Is able to pop tricks of the trade. Has another jump too to jump back out of this one. They need to try and kill TWA a second time, and there's also still an Aegis on 659. There's the BKB pop. Doggo going for the sap, is able to get it off. Believed, yeah, that does pierce spell immunity, so wouldn't have mattered. We only lose the centaur yet again, and I think that was a buyback too. So they did lose, what, Doggo and Badger.
There's all these like little things that are going wrong for Radiant. I think they're not playing that badly on the team fights on their own. I mean, if Ricky was there at the start of that fight, it would have been better. But like Disruptor caught the Lina. It was really good. It was like a kind of a weird Static Storm and Kinetic Field combo.
Yeah.
Follow up there though. And like that's the hero you have to That's the hero you have to Static Storm.
They could have. That was kind of a hard initiation to find, I think, because it was pretty much I need to use my ult so that Badger doesn't die. Is exactly why he used it. Like I don't think they thought they could fight there, and it was just let's just get GTFO after this. But Badger pops the ult, and they feel like they have to keep fighting.
That's the first mistake of the fight. Badger ults, and he keeps going with the ult.
Yeah.
You can very easily just run away with your pandas. It's not too hard. You just like Cyclone the Centaur or the Wraith King and just follow it.
Well, and he tried to at the very end, but again, the Earth Panda, the slowest one, like, it's a little bit of indecisiveness too. He didn't know whether they were going in or not.
On another note, he's also cycloning the wrong targets, I think. In that fight, he cycloned the Wyvern, hoping he wouldn't get the ult off. The Wyvern got the ult off barely before. When you really should be cycloning the Centaur or the Wraith King. These two heroes are very susceptible to kiting. Or really just the Lina, because you can just not have that source of damage for 6 seconds. It's very good. Another thing, Razor is scared. I can tell because I have been here. Once again, my tilt analysis. He's overcommitting at the wrong times and undercommitting when he should be going in. There were several times in that last fight where he hesitated to run forward even though spells were down. So he has to watch when certain stun spells are down because he doesn't have BKB yet. Like, if Wraith King's stun is down and Centaur's stun is down, he should be charging at this Lina. More or less.
Yeah. Which they might be trying to do. Soundproof's the only one top right now, and the rest of Tires is like running up here. They're going to try and find the Ricky. Pop the dust a little bit too low, though. Soundproof too smart for that trick.
Yep. A2 shove bot lane. They see all the heroes are top. Razor's just going for it. Perfect. Good stuff. He needs a TP, though. He's not getting a TP. That's really bad. Oh, he's running back. Okay. You do not fight at this tier 2.
I think you ditch it, yeah. You wait until they try and go tier 3s, and then you just take your high ground advantage. It's a lot easier to find an initiation onto like Alina then.
No,
Nutty has to be so careful though. Nutty, I think it was looking for a ward or something.
Yep.
They do have a decent high ground ward here though. I would hope they have another one back, because you gotta get the ult on. You gotta get the Static Storm on Alina, like you said. their main point of weakness. If they can find that, they can win the fight, I think. It's still going to be hard, but... So have that Yules as well. That is an early Wyvern ult. They're going to try and initiate with it. No, that's just a Wyvern ult pop that didn't even kill anybody. You also have to worry about the sendback too. Can they get vision on anyone though? I don't think they quite have the range for it. No, there's the send back onto the Centaur. Did get the blink afterwards, but you're still looking very dead. Badger even committing the ult for this in case Dire tries to run back in. There's a nice cancel, nice send up onto the Wraith King as well. Didn't they find anything? 659 has ran back into this. You also got the Ricky on top of the Lina. The Static Storm was completely wasted. He just force staffs out of it immediately. Finally, you kill a Centaur. Doesn't matter. He's force staffed himself into the middle of the static field, and he had no escape. 90 seconds down. Without the Lina, there is no buyback too. If they can push after this, they're going to try and find TWA Monkey. This is the first life. Can they get the second one? I think they have a stun, so they will be able to find this. They also have that diffusal coming up soon on Soundproof too. Yeah, and they find it easy.
Okay. That was really good. Wow, I can't believe that worked. Soundproof bot back there though. So that's something.
Yeah. Well, it's a buyback. It's definitely worth it though. Like you lose the game if you don't win that fight.
Soundproof is not pushing it. I don't like this. He should be moving his team. I also, one minor thing I noticed just because I'm watching Doggo, he's static linking the Centaur when there's a Lina right next to him. That's not right. You gotta get that Lina. Maybe he thinks the Lina's only like a spellcaster and
it still worked out. It wasn't like the perfect initiation. They didn't even say what I said they needed to do, which was get on top of the Lina, and we might just get another fight here too. Johan,
they can fight here.
Yeah. So they initiate that fight by just, again, it's initiation on the Centaur, but it's as they're backing, which makes it really weird too, because then you have to communicate with your team. Hey, are we still backing? Or are we just forsaking our Centaur? Like, what's going on here? They take that extra second to decide, okay, now let's go in, and the Centaur is already super low. You've already used your Centaur ult. Like, it's really awkward reinitiating, and I don't think they're going to find a kill here either. This is an aggressive Centaur ult. Maybe you find the Disruptor. There is the send back. Going to miss the stun timing. He's able to at least get stunned up on the Centaur, and I think he's looking pretty dead because the rest of the team nowhere near here. But it's only a Disruptor that has buyback. He's down for 60 seconds.
Alright, does Razor have BKB yet? Soon! Oh my god. They might have a chance.
Into Roche they go. And I don't know how they have vision on it. Soundproof has to be a little careful here. Soundproof, the only one without buyback, doesn't have that BKB either, so you can't really get a combo breaker for that Lina. Is the buyback on the Disruptor? Badger needs to get the ult off. I don't think he can get it. No, he went for the clap instead. I think he would have been able to get it off, but now they just can't fight at all. There's no buyback on Badger. Down for 70 seconds. This Roche looking very dead.
They need him.
Maybe they fight without Badger. I don't know.
No. That's like a guaranteed loss. At the very least, you can fight at high ground.
Loss of the game or loss of the fight? I would say.
I think you lose the game if you lose that fight. That's a rack. That's 2 racks. There's one person on Radiant has buyback. That's definitely a loss.
Yeah.
Oh, 2 now. Razor. But he wants to speak AP.
Also have Abyssal Blade up on the Ricky too.
That's really good. He has no TP. I guess it's kind of cool. We got a tower.
Oh, I mean, you're throwing the second shot at it, right? Like, you lost this fight the last time.
Yeah.
Maybe
they didn't have Vegas last time. That's
yeah,
important.
True. And it is over on Lina, so they don't have that single point of weakness anymore, I don't think.
Yeah. This Entra's just building into damage. I love this.
See, the skeletons are being popped. I think they're gonna die pretty quickly, though. Just kind of slow down the push. There's 3 top is how they're positioning this with the Rake or Napkin actually sitting in. A nice courier kill there too from Soundproof. That's the gem too on the courier, which is pretty big. Soundproof is just going to find Napkin, diving over to the creep wave instead. Not quite seeing that Napkin was completely alone right there. And
oh my
Doggo
God.
going for a bit of a damage sap. That's not exactly how you want to start the fight, but they're going to go in anyways. It's a really early kill for Wraith King. This is really good if they can kill him this second time. That first life already down. Tricks of the Trade being popped on the Ricky. They also get a nice ult from Nutty Pizza. They don't have vision on this. The BKB pop from TWA, so he can dodge that mischance there from the Ricky. They get a kill onto the Ricky too. That's the gem on the ground. Blinking forward. The Disruptor ult popped as well. They don't get the stun from the Centaur, but you've already used so much. There's the ult from Johan in the middle of the fight to try and turn something. 659 still hasn't died once yet. You haven't killed TWA twice. Badger is so far out ahead. Looks like that was right after the Panda ult too. He just chased himself a bit too far. TWA now running back forward. He has his ult back up. Also has the cheese. Buyback from Badger. They don't get Doggo, but you still don't have the Ricky. That's a dieback earlier for Soundproof. And I don't think they can really initiate into this. This is looking like a nice, easy 2-0 for Doggo, or not for Doggo's team. For Johan's team. Racks to fall. They don't have that Deso this time to take these towers or these buildings that quickly, but I mean, if you can easily win the fight, like, it really doesn't matter too much, and they can keep going. 2 heroes down for another 60 seconds yet. Doggo able to live for just a bit longer, but yeah, they can keep going. There is just no stopping this Wraith King right now. That ultimate is still, it's going to be back up by the time they try and kill him again too. So getting the heal there, which does feel quite nice. I don't think they need to back here. They just don't want to tank the tower shots. And that was an interesting sandback. Yeah, you just gotta wait 20 seconds and then just go for a fight again. I think you might as well, right? Like, just, it's the second game of the series. You're really not tilting yourself at this point. Just try and win a fight with all of your heroes up, and maybe they can kill the Wraith King at least once. 40 seconds till it's off cooldown. Yet again, very short cooldown on that, and actually Nutty Pizza is just gonna fall immediately afterwards. There's more than enough tick damage there with the Radiance too. That's 2 heroes back up though. Badger coming up in 5. Can they really chase any further? They do with the Abyssal. Soundproof forward so far, but you gotta be careful. Yet again, Soundproof just getting stunned up. There's no BKB, has to dive out. There's the Tricks of the Trade prop. There's 16 seconds until TWA has his ult back up. Doggo is pushing all these heroes back. 659 doesn't have any damage left. The Centaur is gonna drop here. There's so much magic damage coming out of Doggo. Will eventually fall. There is a buyback on the Racer, but you're gonna buy back into having no abilities. Like, I don't really think he can do too much. Getting back a little bit healthier too with that Bloodstone is 659, just fighting it up with Badger. Gonna get stunned up too. Badger looking very dead. He doesn't have a buyback. Stunned up and gone with that Laguna Blade. It's going to be 3v4. There is quite a few low heroes, but again, you got to kill this Wraith King twice. 40 seconds cooldown is just crazy. There's still no BKB on Soundproof either. You're doing quite a bit of damage, but TWA Monkey is not the target that you want. There's a nice ult on top of the Lina. Maybe they find him once. They do, but that's only the egg, as TWA could fall yet again. I think he's died at least 10 times in the last 5 minutes, but not a single one of them going on the charts. Ultimate every single time. It's like 40 seconds spaced. Soundproof not really going to commit to too much either, and I think we finally see them back. Just a constant fight, really, for the last, what, like 3 minutes? 2 minutes?
More or less, yeah. Doggo never gets a consistent static link off. It's so hard for him. It's not even his fault. It's, they're playing really well around it. I think that maybe the Disruptor can, you know, kinetic field so they don't get like forced out or something. That would be really good. But
yeah,
it's hard.
Well, I don't know what to say. I think 659 buys a BKB, and there's just no way they're killing Alina. He doesn't quite have it yet. He's going to pick up that Spell Prism, which feels quite nice. Look how tanky this Lina is, too.
Huge. He's
like,
massive.
This is insane how big this Lina is. 3k health? What the fuck?
He took the Dragon Slave talent too.
Yeah, you can just continue. If only the stacks went above 3.
Yeah.
That'd be so legit.
That would be a really good. That'd be a really good like 25 talent. That'd be insanely good.
Wait, so Paladin Sword or Illusionist Cape on Ricky? It looks like he's swapping them out.
I think you do the cape. You push lanes with it.
Yeah, it seems like that's what he's doing. He's just popping it and then swapping it to his backpack. Which he should probably swap it in right now so you don't lose the cooldown. But
yeah. I don't like that too much. He's holding on to the gem. He's being careful with it. It's really
oh,
good.
there's an eggs now on the Disruptor.
Oh, that could do some things. That's, you know, that could mean no Bloodstone active on Lena. I don't know.
I think they pop the eggs on the or the ult on Lena. Still, it's like how you win the fight. I think you can kite a Wraith King pretty easily. So get the send back 2 on 659, but now he's in the back of the fight. Can't really find him. Napkin is going to get an instant kill on top of the Disruptor, and now you've lost a lot of your team fight. They're going to try and jump in with Badger. TWA the first target yet again, and it's kind of just, you have to go through him to get to the rest of the team. They really just have to pick that target. There's still no buyback on the Disruptor. Maybe they can find TWA twice. Bradzer still inside the Salt, is about to tick down, needs to just get out right now. Does miss the stun on the Lena too, and they might try to keep going. They've killed the Wraith King once. They could just wait like another 30 seconds and that's going to be back up. Doggo able to pop the BKB and survive, but on the backside, Soundproof losing the gem yet again. That's the instant GG. Soundproof tries to make a big play. Not working out. Badger to fall as well. Or actually, he's not going to fall. The Ancient falling beforehand. Just kind of a bad ending. I thought maybe they could do it if the Disruptor ult is really good there at the end, but not quite standing up.
Sad time. Both cores finishing with the same kill death on radio. Oh well.
It's a tough game. It's definitely a tough series for the team. Like, but let's be honest, Johan's team looked really good right there. Sure, Centaur has quite a few deaths, but what a performance from 659. Like,
yeah, actually,
like that's, I haven't seen a Lena do that for quite a while, and I'm not really a big Lena supporter either. I don't think the hero's that great mid, but really showing its capability.
Guy put the team on his back.
Yeah, and then Napkin, the level 1 impetus player, 13 and 4 too. Seems pretty good.
Pretty different than what the intros before. The game before.
All right. Anyways, any final thoughts, Ziffer, on the series or the games or Dota?
I don't know. I came into the series with a headache. I came out of the series with a headache. That's all I got.
The source is still unknown for either headache.
I think it's just Doom in the dark.
Okay. Well, good to know. So a 2-hour lasting headache if you play Doom. Awesome.
Yep.
All right. Thanks for casting.
All right.
CDL. Stay good.